Well, we have more Long Island Railroad track work to deal with in March. In fact, every single weekend in March, the main line will have a service disruption. So I guess all these people taking the train at Mineola really don't count. This was from yesterday during that snow squall. It was just about the snow squall is just about wrapping up, but what they're going to be doing is a whole series of projects. Some of them one of them will be work east of Mineola, and all the others are the full main line. And there's some variations on this work because they're doing major work here. So let's get to it right now. Let's look at what we have here. This is some of the more minor work they're doing on the Atlantic branch. They're going to be station maintenance at the Massapequa Park Station and Third Rail State of good repair. On the Babylon branch, Oyster Bay branch, they're going to be putting in new ties. Oyster Bay service will be reduced to every 2 hours during middays and weekends. Eastbound Oyster Bay trains will be adjusted up to 2 minutes later, and westbound Oyster Bay trains will be adjusted up to 7 minutes later. But here's the track work here, the major. So there's one more weekend of this signal testing that we're dealing with this weekend. It's going to happen again on the weekend of March 5th through 6th, with both mainline tracks out of service between Mineola and the Divide interlocking in Hicksville for approximately 52 hours as signal testing is performed in support of the mainline expansion project. Don't ask me why they need 3 weekends to do signal testing. I don't understand it. Maybe somebody out there with a little more railroad knowledge could explain that to me. But it does sort of seem like they're dragging this out. Temporary service adjustments on the weekend of March 5th through 6th. Huntington service will be reduced to hourly. Buses replace train service between Mineola and Huntington, with connecting Port Jefferson branch service reduced to 2 hourly intervals. Ronkonkoma branch trains will operate with diesel equipment at 2 hourly intervals from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma via the central branch, with connecting Greenport service adjusted accordingly. So, similar to what we're going through this weekend, we're going to go through again on March 5th and 6th. Then, on the weekend after that, on March 12th through 13th, both main tracks on the main line will be out of service between Queens Interlocking and Divide Interlocking in Hicksville for approximately 52 hours as part of a signal cutover for the new Nassau 3 interlocking, which is performed in support of the main line expansion project. So there's not going to be train service at Hicksville that weekend either. So it's the entire main line that's out. And because of that, on the weekend of March 12th to 13th, there will be no Huntington branch service at all. Customers traveling 2 locations on the Huntington branch will be accommodated by added train service to the Hempstead train station, where buses will be provided for Mineola, Hicksville, Syosset, Cold Spring Harbor, and Huntington. So there are going to be buses. That's the good news. There will be shuttle buses for Mineola for that area, and going east too, it looks like. Connecting Port Jefferson branch service will be reduced to 2 hourly intervals. Ronkonkoma branch trains will operate with diesel equipment at 2 hourly intervals from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma via the central branch. So it looks like it's similar to basically what we're going through now, except there's not going to be train service at Mineola. So I don't know how they're going to work the busing as far as now what happens if one needs to get to Farmingdale to get east on the Ronkonkoma line from Mineola. How does that work? I don't know. Oyster Bay branch diesel service will operate between East Williston and Oyster Bay. I'm assuming it'll work similar to the way it is now, where they'll have a bus going from, maybe it might be from Hempstead instead of Mineola, but extra trains will be added between Hempstead and Penn Station to serve as an alternate service. And I love how they add Carl Place. That's not alternate. So how is somebody supposed to get from Carl Place in Westbury to Hempstead when you're not providing a shuttle bus for them? Bus service will be provided, but again, taxi, Uber, Lyft, or Nice Bus, basically. Bus service will be provided for Mineola customers between Mineola and Hempstead, and for connections to and from points west. Bus service will also be provided between Mineola and Hicksville. So I'll have to see what those schedules look like. Oyster Bay branch trains will operate between Oyster Bay and East Williston, with bus service between Mineola and Hempstead for connections to and from points west. So, and the next 2 weekends after that, there's going to be more track work, March 19th to 20th and 26th to 27th. It'll be a similar outage to what we've had with the full outage, and that, you know, the deal with that, obviously. Both main tracks on the main line will be out of service between Norwood Park and Hicksville for 48 hours in support of a series of switch installations at the Divide interlocking. So eastbound, this is the deal there. There will be service at Hicksville via the shuttle. on those weekends. So no train service will operate between Penn Station and Hicksville. 2-hourly Oyster Bay diesel service will operate between East Williston and Oyster Bay for eastbound customers from westbound terminals traveling to Ronkonkoma branch stations, Farmingdale through Ronkonkoma, and to Port Jefferson branch stations, Hicksville through Huntington. Port Jefferson customers will board MU Express service to Babylon, where they will continue transfer to diesel shuttle trains operating between Babylon and Hicksville via the Central branch. So they'll have that shuttle, and eastbound Bethpage will board. Actually, this is a little different. Is this a misprint? Okay, no, it's not a misprint. So it's via the Central branch, then transfer to Hicksville, and eastbound Bethpage, they'll be accommodated by the diesel shuttle train, which will stop at Bethpage. And then westbound, to deal with that, extra trains will be there between New York and Babylon. So the Babylon branch gets 3 to 4 trains an hour. Extra trains will be there between Hempstead and Penn Station. So they'll have the Penn Station train on the Hempstead branch. Bus service will be retired between Mineola, customers between Mineola and Hempstead for connection to and from Point West. That'll be interesting because usually they don't provide that. It's only for the Oyster Bay line. So maybe they're going to provide a little more bus service there. And it also says bus service will be provided between Mineola and Hicksville. But it said that before, and then people are forced to take nice bus. They only provide it overnight. We'll have to see when the schedules come out. Oyster Bay trains operate between Oyster Bay and East Williston, obviously. Bus service between Mineola and Hempstead, with bus service provided between Mineola and Hempstead for connections to and from Point West. So normal weekend service on the Montauk or in all those other branches. A lot of work being done, and let's hope that they're actually going to work on the station, and this is an opportunity for them to finish all those pedestrian bridges. They better get on it. That's all I got to say with that. All right. But it's a little bit of a different twist because they're going to be doing work at Divide and Interlocking too. They're doing basically signal cutting. It looks like they're doing a whole mishmash of stuff while it's down, obviously. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out how people get to all right, Port Jefferson service. All right, so on that's the 5th to 6th, 12th to 13th. What happens to the Port Jefferson service there? All right, both tracks and main line be out of service. Connecting Port Jefferson branch service. Okay, so you get the Port Jefferson train. So there'll only be diesel trains running between Huntington and Port Jefferson. And the Ronkonkoma branch will have the Z train running at 2-hour intervals. So if you want to ride the Z train, you have plenty of opportunities to do that. You'll have a couple of more opportunities here, 5th through 6th and 12th to 13th. But then on the 19th to 20th and 26th to 27th, we're back into the same crap deal again. This is just going to condition a lot of people to go to the South Shore. It does seem like they're dragging this out. But again, I'm not an expert, but I just understand why all this stuff can't be done in like one or two weekends, and why we've had to go through so many weekends this month here with this. But again, the plan: get people to the South Shore. Although, like I said, you have plenty of people here that got off these buses here and got on this train here. This was yesterday at Mineola. A lot of people are getting the trains at Mineola because they're running service at Mineola. Maybe they see this like, we don't have enough people going to the South Shore. We need more people going to the South Shore. But we'll see what happens. Let's hope that they're going to be able to see this new platform here. Let's hope that they can open up this new temporary platform, because it's a pain having to walk all the way this way to get an eastbound train. If they open this platform up, it's going to be a lot easier for people to cross over. So let's hope they can finish it. They have a whole month, all the weekends in March now, to get a lot of stuff done and get this project into high gear and nearing getting close to completion. Let's hope, because right now it does seem like, they say it's going to be done by the end of the year. I don't see how. They got to really ramp things up. Let's hope the weather cooperates with no major storms as well. So that is going to be an update here on this whole thing. And yes, I will be speaking at the committee meeting on Tuesday, probably virtually. Probably virtually. I don't think I'll probably just do it virtually. No reason to travel all that way when I don't have to. But there you go. A lot of work being done on the main line in the month of March. As they really ramp up the testing of the new signal systems and switches that will be put in as part of this project. Let's hope that they can finally get some major work done at Mineola. If there's no trains running, there's a good reason for them to really ramp up the service. ramp up the work getting done so we can really get this stuff completed. So it's a lot easier for people to navigate the Mineola train station, because right now it's not. You see here again on the lower left here, that is the new temporary platform there, and this is the new permanent platform. So let's hope that at least they can open up this new temporary platform again. So it's going to be a lot easier for people to cross over, and we won't have to use this far end of the station anymore. At least let them do that, please, because it's really, and get the new bridges open and everything. Like, I got to get this work done. All right, there's no excuse anymore. But that's going to be it for this this Long Island Railroad main line update here. It's going to be a rough month for the middle of the island again, as people are steered to the South Shore, of course, because that's what they want. That's what they want. But I do look forward to when this project is complete, and it should be better than what we have, hopefully. That's going to be it for this update. Thanks for watching.